You can't block me. You can't block me.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Andy Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. 50's a month, 50's a month. Here we go, here we go. Please, Griff.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Got an open man. It's Ratley. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
For this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Throwing. Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Please.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Chubb running right. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a third and about 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here's Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, the 30, past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Dalton sets up play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, get in the weight room.
Dalton here from the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Chubb. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
8, read. 5. Yeah.
51, Mike 51.
Yep.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready? 18 Gator.
I hope you got your left because I'm about to take you to school. 25. Check 25. Check.
Rock it. Get up.
2nd and 14. He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sione Takitaki came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Check Mike 45.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
A very solid gain of 27. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. Goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coaches.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
A good run got 3.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Set 61. Matchbox right.
Back to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
15-1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding them.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Well, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mack Wilson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
94.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the whip.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 35. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Two times.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. They run. Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This for the lead in the final stages. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Bengals.
Ready up.
9:51.
On 1st down, Taylor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
He's back to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Here we go.
Alpha.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Me and you all get it.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
Down. 30 base.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.